Yo, what's up guys, it is Seahawks Area back with another video, and today I'm giving you the worst quarterback contracts in NFL history. I originally wanted this to be like worst overall contracts, for more positions, but when I sat down and actually gathered 6, they were all quarterbacks. So today, it'll just be quarterbacks. We got 5 real ones and then 1 honorable mention because it's kind of funny. So as always, enjoy the video and go Hawks. Our honorable mention goes to none other than the chosen Rosen himself, Josh Rosen. Any contract he's ever had was just a major waste of money. This dude is one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen. Got bounced around more than a freaking porn star does. Hasn't played since realistically 2021. Has a career touchdown interception ratio of 12-21. Cardinals, you really wasted anything with this guy. Wasted draft picks, wasted money. Same with the Vikings, Falcons, Buccaneers, Browns. I think that's 49ers. I think that's all the teams he's ever been on. Any of those teams, you really wasted even the smallest amount of money with this guy. Possibly the worst quarterback I've ever seen in my life. Let's start the real list at number 5 when the Seahawks gave Matt Flynn a 3-year, $26 million contract with $10 million guaranteed. Not the worst amount of money ever given, but it was mainly due to we gave it to him after he had legit one game. One good game against the Lions 2011. He had a 6-touchdown, 480-yard passing game with the Packers because they were resting Rodgers. Pretty sure it was against Detroit, but one game like that, and you give him that much money, and then a month later draft Russell Wilson, and then you trade him to the Raiders a year after. Like I said, contract wasn't the absolute worst thing ever, but it's just due to a game like that deserves a contract that much. Stupid, but hey, we got a franchise quarterback out of it. I'm pretty sure we signed him to be our franchise quarterback, but no, that was proven otherwise by someone named Russell Wilson. Coming in at number 4, we got another Cardinals quarterback, this one being Kyler Murray. In July of 2022, the Cardinals gave him a 5-year, $230.5 million contract with $159 million guaranteed at signing. For what? What did he do in the 3 years he was with you guys before you gave him that contract besides win Rookie of the Year? I'm sorry, I'm not the biggest Kyler fan. I think he runs like a toddler. He doesn't really throw the best ball, and he just doesn't rush as much as he's used to. Sure, he has games where he's good, but then games after that, he looks like just an actual 5-year-old midget that you pulled out of the crowd to play quarterback for you guys. Plus, his temper sucks. He's had really one half good year in 2021. He was good for a little more than half the year. And then he started being the reason that you guys lost games. Lions game and playoff game. But yeah, there's 3 more contracts that top this for being piss poor terrible. Contract number 3, we got when the Giants gave Daniel Jones a 4-year, $160 million contract in March of 2023. Giants, why? I know you constantly have to hear about this, same with your fans, but why? You mean to tell me a season with, 15 passing touchdowns? And not more picks than touchdowns gives him that much, $40 million a season? Are you high? What drugs weren't you on when you gave him that contract? One of the most quarterback market ruining things I've ever seen, but Not quite as much as one will get to, but the first game after you gave this to him, you guys lost 40-0. I know it wasn't completely on Daniel, but he played like that whole game. He hasn't had like one good game since that contract. In fact, he's been injured more than games probably won with that contract, and now he's on his second team since signing that contract, and plus his deal with the Colts. Same with Rosen, just another one of the worst things ever, just a complete waste of money. I know Giants fans think 2022 Daniel Jones was God himself. He only was because his years prior to that were like, I'm sorry, but Daniel Jones, just like I said about Rosen, one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen in my entire life. Contract number 2. We got when the Broncos gave Russell Wilson a 5-year, $242.6 million contract with $165 million guaranteed before playing a snap for them. And then 2 years later, cut him with $85 million in dead money or something like that. I think this was right before September, or maybe in September. It was right before their game against the Seahawks, but he had 2 years left on his Seattle deal. Why didn't you, wait before giving him every penny that you had? Yeah. Not your best rodeo there, Broncos. Not at all, but I will never blame all of it on Russ. And to be fair, in 2022, half the team was injured a lot. Russ included got injured, and your head coach wasn't equipped to be a head coach, and he wasn't equipped to have Russell Wilson. So once again, I'm not putting the full blame on him, but there was times where it didn't look pretty for him. Next year, though, Sean Payton got his numbers back up. Wasn't enough for him. He kicked his out. Then he went to Pittsburgh, and I'm pretty sure the Broncos are still paying him to play for the Giants, which I think he's on a 1-year, $16 million deal or something with the Giants. But, yeah. But to be fair, the Broncos now have Bo Nix. But still, if they're paying Russ, to this day, it's still a horrible look for Denver. But this does not compare to what everyone knows what number 1 is. Let's get into it. And number 1, the worst quarterback contract and legit the worst contract in NFL history is when the Cleveland Browns gave Diddy Watson a 5-year, $230 million fully guaranteed contract. In March of 2022, the contract that destroyed the quarterback market. To be fair, no one thought he would be as god-awful as he has been since signing that deal, me included. He used to be a top 3 quarterback. He led the NFL in passing in 2020. But then, women, started coming out saying that he touched them inappropriately. True or not, what the are you doing at nearly 30 different massage therapists, especially when the NFL has that kind of treatment, provided for you? But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about just the biggest waste of money ever. This guy has not done jack shit to prove why he should still be on a contract like that. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure every year they keep trying to tweak it more and more so they can have more money. And worst and best of all, I think it's pretty funny. This dude has gotten injured so many times. And there was a stat at one point, I think during last season or something, he had more lawsuits than third down conversions. I don't know if that's real or not, but if it is, that's even more of a bad look. And the Browns will be they will be in crippling debt for forever, but I'm pretty sure this contract ends in 2026, so you're sort of getting yourself out of it. But I don't think Dylan Gabriel and Shitdoor Sanders are going to be any better, or Joe Flacco, or Kenny Pickett off. But yeah, Deshaun Watson, worst contract in sports history. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe, and turn the notification bell on so you'll never miss an upload. I will see you in the next video. Go Hawks!